Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another how to make a junk journal video. Yep. I was in my room and I am in need of a February journal, and I'm going to make one very similar to this one, and so I thought I would bring you along. Now, I've put out many videos on how to make a junk journal, and it is super easy. So, if you've already seen this and you don't want to see it, then that's okay. Or you could speed up the video. I don't know how many videos this series might be, but I know some of you like to see the step-by-step process. Obviously some of you already know how to do this. So welcome if you're new here. Let's just get started. What I like to use, or what I have been using lately, are these, they're like 9 by, let me get my ruler, 9 by, I think 9 by 12. Yeah, 12. Let's get the ruler going right. Yep, 9 by 12. And they're just the perfect size, okay? So what I did was I first sealed it shut, okay? I hope I'm not zoomed in too closely. No, you can see everything. Okay. So I sealed it shut, and now I do believe, I don't know. Now let me think. See, this is how I need to think a little bit about how I'm gonna do this. Okay, well, we're just gonna go for it, and if we have to change something, we have to change something. So now what I'm gonna do is just take the tiniest little sliver off of this side right here, so that we are able to use this now. See, tiniest little sliver, like 1/8 of an inch, as a pocket, okay? So now, hopefully, it should open. What's going on here? All right, let me get an X-Acto knife. I like doing these kind of videos, especially for y'all that don't do this all the time, and then you can get a bit of an idea on how you can make a junk journal for yourself. You know what the problem is here is that this glue is still a bit wet. So, we're learning together, and, some people just like to see it be done already. I always, personally, I always enjoy watching, how people do things from start to finish, and I'll even hazard to say that I enjoy watching people make mistakes. Because, then that's how I know what not to do, So, yeah, if you want to know what not to do, then stick around. Okay, so now, wait a second. Let me see. This is going to be the back of the book. This is going to be the front of the book. Okay, so what I did here, this is just regular scrapbook paper. I do believe I got it from Hobby Lobby. And so what I'm going to do here is, let me see if I can explain this. This up here is part of the signature, which we'll deal with in another video. So let me just clear some space here. Okay, again, same thing. Excuse me. All right. I want this to overhang. Okay, here's my theory, all right? This is how this might work. So this is going to be the cover. I have another piece exactly the same. What I did was I took a 12 by 12 piece of scrapbook paper and I just cut it in half, okay? Now, I could very easily, cut it with a border around it and just glue this on, plain and simple, but I don't want to do that because I do want to reinforce these edges here, okay? So that's going to be the part where we learn together, right? Because I've never done this in this way before. Okay, and then this little piece right here is just a 3-inch piece, again, 12 inches long, and this is going to end up going like this, right, to reinforce the spine. And I'm going to have 2 of these, one on the inside and one on the outside. So I've got to figure out what I want to do first. Okay, so this is what I have to do first. I have to put on the front cover and the back cover first. And I am going to overlap it, okay? So if we turn this around like this, right? I need this to come out about 1 inch from the spine so that this can then wrap, all right? So let's see. Let's see if we can get this done, okay? Oh, it's always an experiment on this channel. Okay, sorry for that. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to get our big fat glue stick. Now, a lot of times what I would do is, sorry this is white on white too, but anyway. A lot of times what I do is I will use like wet glue, but ain't nobody got time for that, okay? So we're going to see how this works. I don't know, you know? I didn't want to do that, but that's okay. It's you know, it's no big deal. No big deal. Okay, so I think, golly day. Yes, okay. Here we go. Here we go. We're learning together, okay? Again, if you want to speed up the video because this is old hat, then go ahead, you know? Go ahead. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Mornings wreak havoc on my sinuses and my throat, and it's just not fun. But it is what it is. Okay, so we are getting that all nice and glued up. Let's remove that. Okay, and we're going to try to kind of center it. I want to kind of bring it out a little bit. I am just eyeballing this, okay? All right, now we're gonna get our little scraper thing here and scrape it out, okay? Making sure, you know, there are no bubbles and everything is attached. One of the reasons I do want to overlap these pages is not only to make it more sturdy, but I don't know. It is to make it more sturdy. I don't know. Anyway, okay, doesn't matter. Now, let's get some scissors out. I don't know what I was gonna say. Okay, now what I'm gonna do to these right here, these corners, is, excuse me, forgive me, please. I'm going to cut them. Let me see if you can see it. I'm sorry, it's, you know, white on white. Here's another way that we could do it though. Just, you know, in case you guys are a little bit more particular. What we want to do is we're going to cut this at an angle. It doesn't matter if it's the same angle as this one. It doesn't really matter. But we're going to cut it with like 1/8 of an inch space right here. And I'm going to show you why when we overlap. It's to make the corners nice and neat. Okay, so we are just going to line that up there. Again, it doesn't really make a difference. Now, what we could do, now that I'm thinking about it, all right, we're just gonna cut right like that, okay? And it's hard for me to see because the lighting. I have to turn my overhead light off so that you guys can see what I'm doing, but it makes it more difficult for me to see what I'm doing. Now, what we could do is just like we do with tags, but see, that's not gonna work because unless it's exactly evenly spaced, okay? So let's throw out that idea. Unless you wanna measure it and all that kind of jazz, right? But we don't have to do that. We're gonna do the same thing here. Let's see. I want them sort of the same. But anyway, doesn't really make a difference. Okay, so we're gonna cut that. I put that a little bit too close to the corner, so I will take it here and I'll cut it with my shaky hands. I'll cut it just slightly above that line, okay? So we have a little more wiggle room. There we go, okay. Now we can take these sides and gently, or not gently, doesn't matter, doesn't matter. Okay, we can gently, I should probably get a bone folder out, a bone folder. Okay, one of these, all right. So we're gonna go like this, and if you'll notice here, right, that little itty bitty corner there, that little itty bitty right there, okay? We want to fold that. I know it's itty bitty. Yes, it is itty bitty. So we'll take our bone folder Okay. It's easier probably if we glue it. Let's just go ahead and glue it down. Again, we're learning together, folks. We are learning together. Okay, I am putting giant glue stick on the flap and the envelope, okay? Both sides, so it's nice and sticky. Okay, let's move that out of the way. Scooch, pooch. That's what I tell my dog all the time. All right, bone folder, where did you go? Okay. So, we're gonna go like that and just make it nice and neat, you know? We have a little scraper here that we can also use if you do not have a bone folder, no big deal, okay? Then we can take this or the bone folder and we're gonna squish those, all right? Now we're gonna take this and fold it over, okay, and crease it. Now, if you'll notice, see that, whoa, sorry, I didn't mean to shake you. If you'll notice this corner, you don't see the envelope at all, okay? And the reason is because we have this tiny, tiny little piece folded over, okay? And you don't want that tiny, tiny piece to be too big. Otherwise, it will, if it is too big, then it will add bulk to your corners, and that is what you do not want, okay? So now we're gonna take the, whoops. Let's not go crazy here, Elizabeth. All right, we're gonna take this, and yes, I am adding it to both the tab, this little tabby-do, and I'm also adding it to the envelope itself, okay? So now we're gonna take this, and we're just going to fold that up. Oh, that corner looks perfect. Are we going for perfection? I am, you know. Does it matter really in the grand scheme of things? No, it doesn't, but things aren't going to be perfect. But let me tell you, when I'm making a journal, I try to make them as perfect as possible, and I am just being honest with you, okay? Just being honest with you. So let us take this. Sorry for the noise. We're going to go like that, and we're going to do the same thing for this side, okay? All right, get it all over there. Nice, 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 okay? Nice, all right. Get this out of the way, and we're going to take this and roll this up, and that corner looks sublime. All right, let's get our bone folder out. I have really been enjoying using these envelopes, like, yeah, okay. So if you'll notice on this corner, because we folded that teeny tiny little flap, see? You don't, that's part of the pattern. You don't see any part of the envelope, okay? That's why you don't, when you cut your corners, you don't cut them right up to the corner, you know, because then you'll see the envelope peeking out. Okay, I hope that makes sense. All right. So this now is our front cover, okay? Now, in the decorating of this, I'm not really sure if I am going to do what. I'm not sure if I'm going to add any embellishments to the front. I'm just not sure. Okay, so let us do the same thing to this side, to the other side, right? Where did my other piece of paper go? Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna do about the same thing, right? So we're gonna leave a little space here, okay? And we're gonna glue this on, and I'm gonna show you something else that we're gonna do for the back side, because if you recall at the beginning, we cut this, okay, to make a little pocket in the back, all right? Now, let me think how I'm going to do this. Because this side is going to have to be different, because we are actually going to be folding this inside here you know, so we might end up seeing these edges. I don't know. Again, this is all learning experience for all of us, okay? Not just me, for everyone. Okay, so let's see how we can do this. All right, let's get that schmutz off of there. All right. So now we're going to, we're gonna try to get situated here, folks. All right. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna get our big fat glue stick out, and we're gonna glue this all over. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Not only do I want to overlap it, is that what I'm thinking? Yeah. Not only did I want to overlap it and to sturdy up, you know, the page. Once this dries, it'll be a little bit more sturdy, you know, it'll be harder and thicker, you know, with the extra layer of paper. So we want to put a lot of glue on here, but I want to overlap it as well to make sure that it doesn't lift up, okay? So, again, I don't know, like, if I'm going to try and get glue everywhere. Ugh. All right. See, all the way to the edges. Okay, yeah, there we go. All right, I hope that's okay. All right, now we're gonna take this and we're going to put it about the same width. I'm scooching it down some. A little bit more. All right, maybe like that. Who knows? Who knows? All right, let's smoosh that down. And then we're gonna take this, just a little, it's like a hotel card, but you can use like an old credit card or whatever, right? Just to smooth down all the edges, right? So it's not bumpy and lumpy. All right, now, how are we going to do this? This is how we're gonna do this, I do believe. I don't know if we're gonna be able to cover up these corners, but we're gonna find out, aren't we? We are going to find out. What I'm gonna do, hopefully you can see this. Yeah, okay. I'm not measuring or anything, I'm just kind of eyeballing it. But we're gonna take this and we're going to cut it at an angle, okay? To just up to that corner, okay? Like that, all right? And we're gonna do the same thing over here. Cut it right up to the corner. I'm leaving these flaps on, okay? And you're gonna find out why. I think. I'm not really sure. Again, I'm not all too sure I know what I'm doing. But this is what we're gonna do. Okay, so we're gonna take this and we're going to fold it over. Leave these tabs on, okay? Leave those tabs on. That is in an effort to cover up these corners, hopefully. We'll see. We'll see. All right, now we want to open the pocket because this right here is going to then get glued right there into the flap, okay? Let's see. Nope, that's not gonna work. Okay, because then this way, if we did it this way, I should have done it the other way, I guess. I should have cut it that way. It's okay. It's not that big of a deal. But this way, see, it comes across this way. And then now we could actually fold this over, fold that over. But then you've got all these folds, you know, and that's just ridiculous. So, So how am I going to do this? Okay. That goes like that. All right. This is what we're going to do. We're going to just cut this at an angle now. All right. See, here's the right angle right here. Okay. We're just going to cut it a little bit, like a little triangle, right? And that's just going to have to be like that. Okay. Now we can go ahead and do, see, here's the, well, here's the right triangle that would have been made, right? I don't know, I'm sure there's an easier way to do this, but okay, now we're gonna cut that at an angle, right? Okay. And then we can fold these up. See, there's a strip of white right there. I think it'll be okay. I'm not sure. Maybe it won't. But we also are going to put a notch here, so I don't know. Let's just get to gluing, shall we? Again, all learning together. All learning together. Now, this time I'm only gluing the flap part, okay? I'm not gluing the envelope, okay? But we do want to make sure that we get enough glue. Okay, and then we're going to carefully lift this up, tuck this in, okay? This is also going to reinforce this particular, I feel, wrinkles, and I cannot have that. No big deal. Okay, see, that's going to reinforce the inside too, because we are going to be using, at some point, we're going to be putting a, what's it called, like a closure on it. So we want it to, now we're going to do the flaps here. We want it to, what's it called? Be sturdy, okay? That's what it's called. I'm in trouble with my words this morning. Not like any other morning. Anywho, all right. And I am going a little bit onto the envelope as well. All right, whoops. Let's get this out of here so we can see what we're doing. All right, now I'm gonna move that up. All right, and we can take our bone folder and just make sure that that is as it should be. And then we're gonna take this. I just want a space where there's not glue. I don't know, I can't really see, so kind of going in blind here. Anyway, all right. Yeah, see, that had glue on it. No biggie. No biggie. It'll be fine. It'll all work out fine. Okay, and since this is the back, I'm guessing, oh, did that split there? No, it was just a glue boogie. Since this is the back cover, right, I don't think it's gonna matter that you can see those little corners there, okay? And then here's the inside. This is gonna be reinforced because we're gonna put a little notch there, okay? All right, now let's see. Love that. Okay, now we're gonna put this on here, and this is how we're gonna do this, I think. I don't know. Because when you're gluing, excuse me, when you're gluing something like this, right, you need to make sure and not like open it, you know, open it up, which is kind of a pain in the rear, you know, because we're going to put two of these, one on either side. And so, yeah, you want the glue to dry before you open or close it or anything like that, right? So let's see how we're gonna do this. I don't know. We're just gonna have to figure it out, right? We'll have to figure it out. I kind of enjoy, sort of, kind of not, enjoy doing things on the fly. Just because. All right, now I am just kind of eyeballing this to see, kind of center it, sort of, kind of. Doesn't really make a difference, but all right. Now I'm gonna open this up. Now, I mean, you probably can't see this, but I can. There is a 1/16 of an inch, right? Difference there. But we're gonna go ahead and put glue here. I am holding it down, you know, holding the book down. Okay, and then this part here, we need to glue as well. All All right, so let's see if we can do this and get it done, right? I don't know. Oh gosh, wish me luck. Wish me luck. I wonder, you know, for those of you, well, of course, if you're watching this video and you do, you know, make journals yourself or whatever, you're probably cringing. But I wonder if like a heat tool would help dry it any faster. I don't know. See, like right now, I need to leave it like this until it dries, okay? But I need to do this side as well. So we're gonna open this up and we're gonna put some glue on here on both sides. I'm putting it on both sides, all right? It just helps, I think, when you glue it on the both of the sides, it helps to, you know, glue it together. All right, there we go. I think I have enough glue. All right, now we're gonna take this and we're gonna fold this over. These are coordinating papers. Do you have, no, you don't have to have coordinating papers. I was toying with the idea, oh yeah, and we don't want that glued shut, okay? So now we have to leave this like this. Now, let me show you. When you open it flat like that, see, there's like this line here and it will end up buckling or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Cause see, I guess we could just go ahead. I don't know. What do y'all think? Should we live on the edge? See, if you'll notice here, because it was folded, see that right there? That gap, okay? I mean, you need that in there because it needs to be able to fold properly. I really hope I've been in frame for all this. Good grief. Okay. All right. Now, what I'm gonna do, see, I don't know if I can do this while it's wet, because that is not going to do right for me, I don't think. I don't know. See, this needs to fold the other way. It needs to fold this way. And I guess I could just score it with my finger. I mean, that's not any big deal, right? You think? I don't know. Let's go for it, guys. You know what? You only live once, okay? So we're gonna take our, whoa, settle down. We're gonna take our big old fat glue stick and get glue everywhere, okay? Because that is my main goal. No, it's not really, but seems to be the way things are going. All right, we're going to squish that up, all right? And then we can take our bone folder actually and kind of just help it along, you know? Help it along. Doesn't matter that it looks weird, okay? That doesn't make a difference. All right, there we have that, okay? All right, oh gosh, I just got dizzy for a minute. Oh, I don't like that. Anyway, we're just gonna soldier on, guys. We're gonna soldier on. I'm taking my bone folder and I'm just going down the crease to kind of help it some, okay? All right, now we're gonna open this back up. I'm gonna take this. These are journals that you can make in a day. I mean, this, good grief, Elizabeth. This one is going to be made in a day. You know, it might seem like it's taking a really long time, but it's not. Because when you're not, you know, on camera, hopefully I'm in frame. You know, when you're not on camera and all that jazz, you know, then you can just go bing, bang, boom, and done, you know? Instead of trying to talk and think and do and glue and all of that. Okay, oh my gosh. That's lovely. All right, that is one lovely thing here. Now let me see that. Okay, here's the front. And I know that because remember we cut this little bit off. Now, is that gonna matter, you're wondering? Because, see, it's off, okay? No, it is not going to matter one single bit, okay? And I will tell you why. It is not going to matter because, let me show you, where's my other book? Because, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have a craft-a-lanch. Because once you fill it with all your goodies, you're not gonna be able to tell, okay? Not gonna be able to tell. So, let's get this one, because this one goes on the inside of our book, okay? This one goes on the inside. I'm really enjoying the way that this is turning out. We're gonna line this up, sorta, kinda, whatever, as best as we can. It will get covered. This will get covered anyway. But, so, what we need to do with this one is fold it the opposite way. Right in half, or sort of in half. Okay, and what we're gonna do with this is we're gonna put this right in the center, okay, like that. Now, the thing that we are gonna do, however, is we're gonna leave about 1/8 of an inch of space up here and down here. So I am gonna mark that with my pencil. I'm just kind of eyeballing it, so. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. My husband is cutting our dog, and I heard a yip. Let's hope they're both okay. All right. Cutting this off. Hopefully my husband isn't cutting something off, our poor dog. But anyway, he really needed a haircut, so. Okay, now we're going to line this up like that, okay? Like 1/8 of an inch from the top. It'll come out to about 1/8 of an inch, maybe, at the bottom. Yeah. I know it's hard to see because it's, you know, the same color on the same color, but okay, now we're gonna glue this piece. Okay. Gosh, you guys. All right. And yes, I do understand that I make things look a lot harder than they are, but it's really not hard at all. It really isn't. And I hope this helps some of you. I hope it inspires you just to make your own journal. The only reason I'm using these envelopes is because I have a box of like 100 of them I got a while back. And, you know, I am all for using what you have, you know? That is what I love about making junk journals, is use what you have. Okay, now, this is going to be the difficult part because I want the seam, right? Let's scooch over a little bit. Okay, I just need to hold my breath for a moment, so excuse me while I do that. All right, oh my gosh, please work. If not, okay, and I'm mumbling to myself because I am manifesting, right? That this is going on evenly, okay? And that the crease that I made is the actual crease of the book. If it's not, it really is no big deal, okay? It's no big deal. All right, there we go. You really shouldn't do this. You should let it dry first, all right? Because otherwise you're gonna get all sorts of bubbles and whatnot. Okay, so there we have the inside of our cover, and there's the outside. Isn't that pretty? Okay, and this is going to be my February. So now what we have to do is glue the end papers on, okay? So let me move some stuff around here. Oh my gosh. You guys, I have wait. Now, I mean, like, I could do this, but guess what? It would drive me insane because I would have to line these things up and it would just be, no, thank you. Okay, so this is what it was. I got it like 50% off. Paper Studio. It is from Hobby Lobby, and they have all these different colors, and it's just beautiful paper, and it's thin, you know, it's very thin, which I like, and it's called Barnwood Pretty 3. Okay, so we are going, like, look at that. Oh, Isn't that pretty? So we're gonna go to the pink, okay? Or, you know what? You know what might be fun is to use, oh, a light pink, a contrasting color, sort of, maybe. Okay, we're gonna audition some of these. So we'll take that. I like that. But again, see, this has lines and I wouldn't want, I don't know if that'll make a difference or not. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. So let's see if there is some kind of, let me see, back here. No, it would be like up in here perhaps. That's all pink, green, beautiful. I love green so much. Okay, maybe this, maybe something like this. I don't know. Or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. I don't like that. I don't like that. Okay. All right, so those are the two that I have chosen. All right. What do we think? What do we think? Feel free to speed up here. You know what? Maybe I like this lighter color in, not the stripes, but in the dots in this. Yeah, I might like that better. I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. Okay, let's get these papers out of the way. All right. Boy, that looks pretty so far. Okay, now I just need to make sure to see, because this is how I do it, okay? I eyeball it, first of all, and I stick my paper, right? Hopefully you can see that. This is where the top of my spine paper is. It's right there. And see if we scooch it over to make sure that we have about the same amount of space, okay, like that. See up at the top, there's like 1/8 of an inch, okay? That's what we want. So it appears as though we're gonna cut it right on this line, all right? Yep, we're going rogue, all right? I'm not measuring, and I'm gonna show you why I'm doing it this way. Okay, so we're gonna cut it right along that line there. Yep. All right. And then, now this should fit. Yep, there we go, okay? It's got about, you know, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch or whatever on the top and the bottom. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna fold this in half, okay? And the reason I'm doing this is so that we come out with 2 exact pieces of paper, one for this side and one for this side, and the lines will line up, okay? For the OCD tendency kind of person like me, yep, no shame in my game, let me tell you that right now. Now, what's going to end up happening is we're going to cut this off, and then we'll have 2 exact pieces that we can line up, right? Okay, sort of, kind of, all right? If it's off, oh my gosh, but, you know, we'll do what we can. All right, now I think what we're going to do, how this is going to work, let's scooch this down some, and I'm making sure that it's kind of like, you know, 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch, so that I know where to cut this. Okay, so this is going to be, eyeballing it again, about that big. Okay, now I'm going to fold this in half, and I'm going to cut it at that mark. And fingers crossed, we should have 2 nearly exact pieces of paper for our end papers, okay? That's the idea, all right? So if you guys like things a certain way, then by all means. Okay, Now, see, this is like this. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, so this is gonna go, I am actually lining it up now, if you can see that. I'm right here, okay? See this paper right here? I am going to line this up right here on that end there. And it should line up fairly the same, okay? Pretty much the same. Look at that, okay? Can you see that? All right. And then once it's glued down, it's going to have a border all the way around it, all right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to butt it on this side, okay? So I'm not, in other words, I'm not going to like go like this and make sure that it's, you know, so far from the center. That doesn't bother me. But this over here, I'm going to leave about 1/8 of an inch. Okay, I'm going to line it up at the top and line it up at the bottom. And then leave, see, it like fits there like a glove. Okay? Oh, I am happy, guys. I am so flippin' happy. All right, and then this is going to go on this side. Now, if you look right here, there is going to be white there. I am not a fan of that, I have to tell you. Oh, golly day. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to find somewhere here on my desk. I thought I had a scrap of that. Maybe I didn't. All right, I do not have a scrap of it, but we are going to take a scrap. All right, this is what we're going to do. Here's how we're going to do this. Okay. Okay, we're going to cut a little scrap, right? About approximately, I would say like 2.5, 3 inches. So we can fold it, okay? So we're going to just go with 2 inches, I think. Yeah. Okay, 2 inches. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is exciting, right? Because I want to get rid of this white edge here. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to line this up at the top. I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to make a mark down here. Okay, I hope you can see that. Can you see that? Yeah, making a mark down there. And then we are going to cut it at that mark. And this is how we're going to fix that white edge. Okay. All right, we're going to fold this in half now. Okay. This is so exciting, guys. Oh my gosh. I love to, first of all, try new things. And second of all, I like to figure out how to fix things when they go awry, okay? Yes, I like to learn how to fix things. And guess what? I'm doing it for y'all, so you don't have to do it, right? Okay, so this should fit just like that, all right? Now, what I'm gonna do is, I do believe I'm gonna cut these at a slight angle, okay? So a very slight angle. There we go. And I mean, if I really wanna, you know, whatever, be exact, you don't have to do this, guys. You really don't. I'm just saying. And it's probably not even going to be exact anyway. Doesn't matter. Okay, get off of there. Now, let's see if I even did this right. I probably did not. No, I did not do it right. The angles, look at that. Look what I just did. I'm a spastic is what I am. That's all right. We're going to take this and we're going to, hopefully I don't have to do this again. Okay, now we have our 2 sides angled inward, all right? I didn't change the corner measurement, I don't think, so it should work out a charm, okay? And it does not, nope. Okay, so, yep, again, guys, I'm doing this so that you don't have to. All right, good gravy day. All right, no biggie, no biggie. All right, I had a great idea, and then I went and ruined it. Just kidding. You can't really ruin anything in junk journaling. All right, there we go. Let's try this again. Where did my mark go? There it is. Okay, there we go. All right. Now we're going to do this again. And I'm just doing this to show you, you know, how I remedy my screw ups, all right? Like I said, I enjoy finding ways to remedy mistakes, you know, or to, you know, figure out ways to do things so that it looks right, you know, so that things are covered up. Okay, now, see, if we look here, you know, actually, I could just glue it on like that. And I don't even care about that. Although, I think, yeah, I might just go ahead and take just from the corner out. Okay, so just so you know, the fold is toward me. All right? The fold is toward me, and I'm cutting away from it, and I'm just cutting it at a slight angle. Okay? Now, where did my magazine go? Here we go. Okay, now I'm going to take one side of it and I'm going to put glue on one side. This is a rather tricky part because it's hard to kind of like, you know, get it, scooch over, man, to kind of get it in there, right? We're going to pull it out. We're going to fold it, okay? And then we're going to try our best to get it centered and all that. Pull it out a little bit. No, too much. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Okay. All right, let's scooch this over. I know I'm just prolonging this, the agony, but just showing you how to, you know, get her done, you know what I mean? Okay, that looks okay. Because it's a glue stick, we, believe it or not, we still have some wiggle room, okay? And I really think that I want this in, okay, just a smidge. All right, look at that. All right, there we go. Now, if you'll notice, we have two reinforced sides, okay? That's what we wanted. So now we're gonna take our glue and we are going to glue it. I'm super excited about this, guys. I hope you are too. I mean, if you're still here, bless you, okay? Bless you. All right, so there's that. All right, we're gonna bend this over. Okay, all right, that's looking good. That's looking good. Okay, we can close it up. We can open it now, this, because I've been on here forever, so yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna take our end papers and hopefully, yeah, they go like this. Okay, and like I said, I am going to make sure that I line it up on the outside, okay, and down here and up here, but mostly on the outside, okay, so I get that little, whatever that thing is called, okay, I'm not sure. Border, that's it. That's what I'm going for. That's the word I'm going for. Okay. So let's scooch this out of the way. I'm, again, applying a liberal amount of glue stick. Sorry if I'm shaking you about. Oh, my stomach is rumbling. I haven't eaten yet. All right. You're going to be starting to see this series on, I do believe, I'm not sure even. I don't even know. I don't know how many days there are in January, and no, I do not know that poem. Never learned it. All right, lots of glue, folks. Okay. All right, now we're going to, let me go this way. We're gonna go, oh gosh. Okay, this goes on top, goodness. All right, we're lining it up. Okay, Oh, that looks pleasing. As does that. We have a wrinkle. We have a wrinkle. Wrinkle. Not the end of the world, folks. I mean, well, it might be a mine, but all right, let's see what's happening here. That is lined up. That's lined up. See, oh, glue boogie there. We don't want that. Okay, the top. Let's see here. There. Okay. Now we're cooking with gas. All right. Let's get my bone folder. All right. So we are lined up, folks. We are lined up top and bottom. I'm taking my bone folder to just kind of spread that glue out a little bit. Okay. All right. And see if you'll notice, we have a space here so that nothing is overlapping, okay? Now, we're gonna take this one, which is the exact opposite of that one, and do the same exact thing, okay? So, let's get this going. Oh gosh, you guys. Thank you for sticking it out with me. Like I said, I do these videos so you don't have to go through all the, you know, the rigmarole, the mistakes, and all of that, you know. I really hope you enjoy it. I hope that you get some inspiration. I hope that you understand that it is a lot easier than what I make it look like, you know. A lot of people, or some people or whatever, aren't as particular as I am, but I have to say, I'm pretty particular. And you don't need, let's see, okay. You don't need to do it like this, like decorating wise is what I'm saying. Okay, so I'm lining this up. Hopefully, I don't know. And let's just, we're only tacking it down because I want to make sure, yep, that's lined up. Oh no, we need to pull her down. Okay, let's see. That looks good there. Bring it over a little bit more. Yeah, that looks, oh no, what's going on here? Huh, that's interesting. See, I barely have a border there. Okay, I'm gonna let that slide, all right? Now, let me just tell you what I do not happen to like. Where's my bone folder? Okay, in the papers that I chose, now that I'm looking at it, this needs more glue. What is going on here? That's interesting. Okay. All right, you know what? Let's take this opportunity to fix this. And it is not that big of a deal, guys. It really is not. Please don't do that. Okay? Really not that big of a deal, but I am gonna take this opportunity to take off a smidge. Now, this could go horribly wrong, all right? Because the glue is still wet. Oh, dear me, guys, what am I doing? Okay, what am I doing? Don't, see? That's what happens when you don't wait. All right, okay. We're gonna go absolutely crazy here and use the scissors. Yes, this is gonna make things so much better. No, it's not. It's really not, but that's okay. Oh my gosh, you folks. I certainly am glad that y'all have some love for me. Let me tell you. All right, let's get this baby glued back up again. All right, no biggie. All right, we're gonna see what kind of damage I did this time. I'll tell you though, I'll finish my thought on what I don't like now that I'm looking at it. Of course, now that it's nearly complete. I do not like the stripes. Gosh. Oh, dear me. Okay. All right, get off of there. Gosh, don't you see I'm trying to work here? All right, this goes like this. All right, here we go. Now let's try this again. All right, shall we? All right, we're going to bring this up so that it matches that. All right. Okay. All right. Let's bring this over a smidge. Okay, let's see if that works. Okay. All right. There we go, guys. See? See? It wasn't that bad. Okay? It wasn't that bad. All right. This is what I don't like. I don't like these stripes not matching up with these stripes. However, I do like that this stripe, you know, these stripes match up sort of, okay? So there you have it. Oh my gosh. All right. There you have it. And this is the front cover now, right? We have a nice pretty spine here. You can decorate the cover. You don't have to, whatever you want. There's the inside, nice and all glued up with our borders. Boy, that looks pretty. I just don't like that. I didn't even think about it. I should have put this pink here, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's beautiful nonetheless, okay? And then this right here is a pocket. So what we're gonna do, good grief, I don't wanna just continue to keep y'all, you know, but this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try. Okay, this is a 2-inch. I'm only taking the top part. Okay, now the one thing that I do need to do is find my ruler and find the center, and I don't see, there's my ruler. Okay, this thing is a brilliant thing. It's the Tim Holtz ruler. I've had it forever. The numbers are even coming off. Now this is 9, so I would assume like 4.5 should be the center. Yep, and there we have it. Okay, I just want to know where the center is so that I can put my notch, okay? All right, we're lifting up just the top one. We don't want to notch the back, all right? Because that is where our little whatever it's called is gonna be. Okay, and then you just decide where you want it, you know? You put it in the center. Are you kidding me? Oh, why isn't this cutting? Oh, come on. It's too thick. Oh, golly. No, this is getting cut, guys. No, it is not getting cut. That is bizarre. You guys, I have never run into this ever, ever, ever in my entire life. Ain't no coming back from this, guys. What on earth? This, I'm putting like all my force. Okay, I'm not gonna make you guys suffer through it. I will figure it out, even if I have to take an X-Acto knife to it. But see, it cut through part of it, so anyway, bottom line is there's gonna be a notch here because here's our little pocket, okay? Behind the notch is going to be the eyelet, right? To then tie it all together. Okay, so this video has gone on long enough. Good gravy day. I am loving how it turned out. It is super simple to do. You know, I just wanted to show you how to like cover up the corners and how to fix little things and all that stuff, right? And so by the time this dries completely, it's gonna be nice and hard and all of that, a nice sturdy cover, and it is literally the perfect size for a 1-month journal. I love it. I love it. Oh, I'm really happy with it. Okay, I'm gonna let you all go, okay? Thank you so much. Good grief. It does not take an hour to make a cover, okay? It takes me an hour to make a cover, but it should not take you an hour to make a cover. Anyway, I hope that gave you some inspiration. I hope that I did not trigger anyone, okay? But I really do like the way it came out, and I'm gonna fix this, and then when you come back, I will probably have chosen my papers and sewn everything in so that we're all ready to go, okay? I will not make you suffer through that yet again, all right? If you want to know how I make other junk journals, go ahead and look below in the description box. They are all there. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed, watching me make just the cover of a book, all right? Super simple, but it's going to be super sturdy. So thank you again. And yeah, I will wish you all a wonderful rest of your day and a great week. And I'll talk to you real soon, probably like tomorrow. Bye for now.